Hey YouTube, welcome back to DaPokeShed and Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be counting down my top 10 cards in our collection so far to date. So with a new year, I figured I'd recap everything I got in my collection up until 2022, and today we're going to count down those top 10 cards. I tried to get them in order value-wise best I could, but going to some of them may be a little off because based on what I like and changing values, but these are the top 10 currently in my collection. Now there are some things at PSA and things moving around, but these are my top 10 right now that I have in my possession starting January 2023. So number 10, we have a Skyridge Holo PSA 9 Alakazam. So there it is, the PSA 9 Holo Skyridge Alakazam. So I'll have values on the screen. At the time of recording, I don't know what they are. But I'm assuming this is probably around a $700 to $900 card. Canadian. Alright, number 2 on the list. So our second card. Coming from the Skyridge set. Actually, these are tied for number 10. We had the Arcanine and the Alakazam. So these are roughly the same price. Anywhere from, like I said, $700 to maybe upwards of $900 depending on the auction. But these were tied for number 10. So 2 Skyridge Holos, 2 of the upper tier Skyridge Holos. Arcanine got a partial swirl. So that's them there. Number 9, a Japanese promo card. This one is the Korokora Mew in a PSA 9. However, this one did get an OC grade, and you can see it's really off-centered here. I haven't seen any comps on eBay. Don't really know what you would get for an OC. I know some 9s are selling up to like 500 bucks Canadian. This one has a nice swirl in there. Got the OC grade, so this, like, to the right collector, you might be able to get $1,000 for this, maybe. I don't know. Again, haven't seen one sell on eBay recently, so if I ever decide to sell this, will probably be up for like some offers and whatnot. But I thought it's pretty cool that I got the OC. There was a double swirl in there. All right, number 8. This is a Gold Star Celebi PSA 8. So this is currently the only Gold Star in my possession right now. I do have another one at PSA. That is the Gold Star Mudkip. Right now we got a nice Celebi and it has a nice swirl on it. And it's in a PSA 8. So not a big Gold Star collector. I'm more so buy, grade, and sell with the Gold Stars. But this one has been in my collection now for about a month. So I might try to move it in the new year. It is listed on my eBay, so if anyone is interested, you can go right ahead. But right now, this is one of my top 10 cards in my collection. Number 7, come into another Skyridge Holo, and this time we have the Gyarados Holo. It's probably the 3rd most popular Skyridge Holo, and we have it in a PSA 9. No swirls or anything, as I can see. But great condition. This one was, I think, potential for regrade. There's no print lines anywhere. The back was fairly clean, maybe a little white speck there. But yeah, there was potential for regrade for this one. I'm not a huge regrader, but I was I was debating this one. So what was that? That was 7. So number 6. We have PSA 9 first edition Holo Shiny Magikarp. So one of the original shinies, this one in the Gyarados. Comes from Neo Revelation. There's a 3rd Neo set. Not a whole lot of holo pattern in this, but you do have that gold Magikarp. And it is a first edition. So again, this one's upwards about probably $900 to $1,000 Canadian to the right buyer. Now some might go a little bit lower. But again, I don't think this one was, yeah, there's a couple of specks up there. That's why I got the 9. But there you have it. All right. Number 5, I believe. Yeah. Number 5, we're actually going outside of cards and into, let's move these to the side, see if we can get this on screen. The 25th anniversary. Oh, it has a little, didn't notice that scuff before. 25th anniversary gold Pikachu anniversary box. So this is the Japanese version. This one is selling, I think, upwards of like $700-800 right now. Cool box. It has the 2 gold cards in it in Japanese. Not gonna open it myself. Like I said, I just noticed this little tear in it right there. Not tear, but like bend. As you can see on the back, there's all the things listed in Japanese. So besides for that, it's pretty, there's nothing else on the box. So that's number 5, the 25th anniversary golden box from Pokemon Center Japan. Number 4, we're getting into a series of cards. And these are the Eevee Mega Campaign Poncho wearing evolutions. So we had, when I graded these, I had all these raw and I graded them. We ended up with 4 9s with the Jolteon, Vaporeon, Umbreon, and Glaceon. And then we had 4 10s in the Flareon, Espeon, Leafeon, and Sylveon. So the 9s I'm debating either regrading or selling and upgrading for 10s. It was a shame because I was hoping to get a series of 10s. Get them all consecutive serial numbers. But for the most part, all these had what I thought potential for 10s. So like this one might have a little stain there actually now that I'm seeing that. But I might have a look at them and potentially regrade. So together, like they're probably upwards, like the 10s are probably upwards of $500 each. So that's like value-wise, these are probably the most expensive thing in our showcase today. But there are 8 different cards because you're looking at, they're about $500 each. That's probably $2,000, and then you're probably looking at least another $1,000 here. So that's $3,000 in the Eevees alone. Again, that's just rough estimates. I'm not looking at recent comps or anything like that. But there you have it. Our Mega Campaign Eevee ponchos are number 4 on the list. Alright, we're into the top 3. These are my top 3 single cards in my collection right now. And this one coming in is the Skyridge Gengar PSA 9. So again, this one's probably about 14 to 1600 Canadian. Maybe closer on the 14 to 15. It does have that little hidden swirl there by its right arm. This one did unfortunately have a print line, so it was not a candidate for a regrade. I don't know, I seen it there earlier. Can't see it now. But it was not a candidate for regrade. The back is pretty clean. I think it was only that little, the print lines. Let me just see if I can, yeah, there's one going right through the middle. Right there, you can kind of see it. So let's kind of stop the regrade. So here we go. PSA 9 Holo Gengar from Skyridge. Alright, second one, another Skyridge card. The probably most expensive holo card is an Umbreon PSA 9. So this guy is a little bit more than the Gengar, so he's probably pushing the 15 to 1700 range in PSA 9. Got a nice swirl there right in front of the face, so I think that adds a little value to the card. Wasn't a candidate for regrade either. I think this one had a print line as well. Yeah, so I had a print line just basically going through the swirl. I don't know if you can see it here on camera right there. So not a candidate for regrade, so we'll keep this in a PSA 9. I am trying to complete the whole Skyridge Holo set in PSA 9. I think I'm currently only 6 away right now. So I'm hoping to finish that by early this year. And then the last one, another Japanese promo. And this one is the Grand Party Trainer. It's a double Black Star promo from $19.99. These are selling roughly around the same price as the Umbreon, but the reason I put this one a little bit higher because this one does have that unique swirl up here in the corner. And I find these, I haven't seen a whole lot of grand parties with the swirls. But there it is right there. And this one comes in a PSA 9 as well. So this one looks like it has stains all around the outside, but that's just how it was printed. Did have, I think, some white marks down. Yeah, a few white marks down there, so that's why it didn't go for a regrade. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's my top 10 items in my collection for 2022, and hopefully in 2023 we can add some more higher end stuff going forward. One of my projects going forward is I want to try to complete an EX binder. So I actually had this guy come back as an 8, which would have been cracked anyway for my binder. So any EXs that come back 7 or 8s are cracked for my binder. But it was actually chipped from PSA. So we're going to crack this guy and put it in the binder. I just started it a couple days ago, so I have 3 EXs in there now, and I think I have another 10 on the way in the mail. So it's a good start so far to the year, and I'm hoping probably not by year's end, but in a year or two I got that binder completed, and we'll probably give an update halfway through the year. All right, until next time, enjoy and Happy New Year.